And they're definitely showing blitz here. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 19.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Let's go. On the toss, Mixon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go!
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into it.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start the drive with Cook. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Third and long for Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sharif Floyd coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Set! Leopard!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eric Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Tiger! Check 3. Fourth! Get ready! Way 90!
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Tiger!
On second down, Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Hey. You got 4.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Bridgewater. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Get ready! Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him. Tagger! No. Off. Let's go. Tagger. Tagger. I got you, son.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Let's go. 180. Two jet. Man, that's trash. Force. Kill. Force. Kill. Turn up. Two jet. He's coming.
Play clock winding down. Bridgewater. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Outside coming. Blitz. That's how we do it.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check your hot read. Get ready. 180. 180. Force. Shift. Tagger.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39.
Oh, design run for their wideout. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Force. Let's go. Tagger. Let's go. Tagger. Blue 58. Force. Let's go. Two jet. Check 50.
Here's Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Sauber, 87 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
To throw, Bridgewater. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. Hot.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get... And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Left. Watch left. Force. Dagger. Force.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
They don't want it.
Here's Bridgewater. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Set. Wide 80. Right here, guys. Wide 80. 51. Force. Get ready.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. So now it's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second and goal from the 1. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Eric Saubert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now they send a man in motion right. Bridgewater to throw it. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8.
Hey, you got 3 down.
A toss play to Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week. And you're